Chapter 13, How to be Successful. If you learn how to have leverage over people, success becomes easy for you. Anyone who is making money has some kind of advantage or leverage over other people. That is the reason they are making money. It may be because of the money they already have, or the way they speak, or their creativity, maybe their skills. One way or the other, they have some kind of advantage over other people. That is why they are higher on the ladder of creating wealth and branding. Let's go back a few decades. Around the 1970s to 1990s, when industrialization happened, the people who were making a lot of money were the ones who already had a lot of money. They had the leverage of wealth. We all have heard in our families, if you have money, you can do anything, haven't we? Then came the 1990s to 2000s. Those who were creating wealth were the ones who had the leverage of people. They were of the notion that I have 100 people with me which others don't, and I will form a union and my factory will produce the cheapest products. That is how China became wealthier. Now, from the 2000s till around 2018, if you didn't have money, you needed people. If you didn't have people, then you needed IP, that is, intellectual property, like coding or a very particular knowledge about something. For example, someone learns how to code and decides to build a useful app. Once the app is created, they sell it for a large amount of money. That is leveraging knowledge to create wealth. Today, most people think I don't have enough money to use as leverage. I am not inspiring hundreds of people to come and join me to have the leverage of people. I don't know how to code, or else I wouldn't be here reading this book. So, what is the next big thing? We have entered an era which works on specific knowledge and distribution. This is the era of media. The money is there, the people are there, the technology is there. So, how do you get leverage? Through your specific knowledge. Some people are good speakers. That's why their videos are popular. Some people are good at acting, and that's what they are using to bring traction to their content. They are using their one specific knowledge or talent as leverage, and there is nothing more to it than that. Let's take the example of video production. The only way you can make a lot of money through video production is when you have more knowledge and skills than the remaining 99% of the people who are already in the market. You need to figure out that one thing that the 99% don't know about, but you do. That is the easiest way to make money in today's world. Everything is already out there for you to be able to become better at what you do. If you learn about one thing for just 6 months, complete one course, read 2 books, read 20 blogs, you would be at least 10% better than the rest of the people around you. All you need to do is follow one person who is already there. Learn everything from them, and when you think you have learned everything, start following someone else. Once you have acquired the knowledge, build a business around that, launch your own products, start consulting, or start your own course, and that is how you make money. Every skill is in demand in today's world. The only thing is how good you are at it. You don't have to learn and become an expert at everything. All you need to do is become at least 1% better than the 99% of the people around you. That is how you start. It's that simple. For example, you become a better communicator than 10 of your friends and you start telling them, hey, you know what? I'll tell you how to write your essays. I'll tell you how to write social media content. I will even talk on your behalf on your Tinder account. It's going to be in high demand, trust me. You just give me rupees 1000 a month as a retainer. Then you work on becoming better than 100 people out there, then 1000, then 10,000, then 10 lakh. Keep climbing the ladder. Now, some people will ask, how do I find the one thing to get better at? I am not going to decide what that one thing is for you. Someone else is not going to decide what that one thing is for you. It's you who is going to decide. Pick anything. Take the most basic thing, talking. For example, I picked that up. I used to talk a lot at school and I thought to myself, I talk so much, how can I monetize that? How can I learn more about this? I then started learning more about it and started talking more. After a period of doing that, I began making money by teaching others how to talk. After that, I took it to social media. All I do on social media is talk. There are approximately a million people following me now, and they want to hear me talk. I will give you another example. There is a friend of mine who works at Dell. He earns rupees 2.5 lakh a month. That is an amazing job to have, right? When he was asked about his strength, that one thing that he could do better than everyone else, do you know what he answered? He said, I can stalk people on Instagram better than anyone else. I can go on someone's profile, stalk them for 7 days, and tell you about their mother, father, what they do, the brand of food their sister's dog eats, the cities their friends belong to, how much they earn. I can tell you everything. I am a gossip monger and I love stalking people. I'm sure most people love to do that. Some do that with their exes, some with their crush, some with someone they are just interested in. But everyone is a good social media stalker. My friend's answer got him a job in the trend analysis department where he has to look at influencers, see what they're doing, and pick up patterns on social media so that Dell can come up with better campaigns and products. If you are better than anyone else in one thing, you can land a job that pays rupee 2.5 lakh a month because the skill is not stalking, the skill is researching, keeping an eye on trends, finding out why everyone is doing some random dance steps on social media. That is the skill. Directly or indirectly, consciously or subconsciously, we all have that one thing that we waste most of our time on. We think it's a waste of time, but technically, we are investing our time in getting better at that thing. The best way to identify is to take a piece of paper, write down 5 things that you did today, things you felt you spent most of your time doing. It can be sleeping, talking, attending courses, anything. Even if it's your work that you think you wasted your time at, write that down as well. Write down, I wasted my time talking to my colleagues or whatever it is. Now, add a plus next to everything you enjoyed doing and a minus next to those things that you didn't enjoy. Do this for 1 week, and by the end of it, pick up all the things you marked with a plus and figure out what is at the core of it. Let's say you confess to being an overthinker and wasted your time overthinking. ये कोई skill है? Can I monetize it? Yes, you can become a very good strategic thinker. A strategic thinker is only paid to think, they are not paid to execute. If you are an overthinker, you already have a strategy because you are constantly thinking, what if this happened? What if that didn't happen? All you need to do is tell this to a business person. You know what? If you take this decision, your business can really suffer. Your job is to think. So even if you are wasting your time overthinking, you can monetize it. What do you have to do? First, identify that you overthink a lot. Second, figure out a course that is related to thinking. Third, find a person who is already a strategic thinker. Don't believe me? No problem. Have you heard of Deloitte, Ernst& Young, PricewaterhouseCoopers, KPMG? You have heard of these companies, right? These are some of the biggest companies in the world and they get paid to think. What are consultants and strategic coaches? Those who overthink a lot for you. You literally pay people to overthink for you. That's a goddamn skill. So you did that plus minus thing for 7 days. Realize where you spend most of your time, and once you get to know that this is the place I'm spending most of my time, you realize that it comes naturally to you. Nobody does something for a whole week if it irritates them. If you are doing something continuously, it means you're enjoying it and it comes naturally to you. You are doing it not because you are wasting time, you are doing it because you have a tendency to do that thing. All you need to do is to shift your perspective. Keep doing this for a month, and by the end of it, you'll find out your niche, the one thing that you really love doing. Once you have figured that out, find the right person in that field, follow them, and do what they are doing. If they are selling a course, buy it. If they are doing a live event, watch it. Whatever that person is doing, do that for the next 30 days, and you will find out how they are able to sell a skill you also possess. That is the fastest way to make money in today's world. Find out the one thing that is very easy for you to do and that is difficult for other people. Ask yourself, how can I monetize this? And then think of a way to do it better than 100 people, 1,000 people, 1,000,000 people. The more people you can do it better than, the better the leverage you have, and the more chances of you being successful or making money. Tell me one thing you think you can't make money at, and I'll prove you wrong.